Are you looking to sell your co-op? Here's the major tip you need to know before you hit the market. Welcome home. My name's Justin, your local Bronx real estate agent. And if you're a first-time viewer and you want to get weekly information on the home selling process or home buying advice, be sure to slam that subscribe button and the bell next to it so you don't miss anything. With that being said, if you're looking to sell your co-op, the first thing you should do before you hit the market, before you set a price, is of course, hire an excellent real estate salesperson to represent you in your transaction. First thing your salesperson should do though, which is the topic of our video today, is talk to the co-op board. If we do not talk to the co-op board in the beginning of the process, there will be problems later on in the process, almost assuredly. So here are the major reasons why it's so key for your agent to talk to the co-op board in the beginning to make sure your transaction can go as smoothly as possible for yourself, the buyer, the board, and the bank. First, there's specific guidelines that buyers will have to meet in order to purchase a unit in your complex. So if you want to sell your unit to them, they have to check off all those boxes. Now, when we're talking about guidelines, we're talking minimum income, minimum credit score, debt to income ratio, reserve requirements. There may be other things as well, plus the standard, pet policy and all these other things people will have to adhere to. But if people don't check these boxes, it doesn't matter how much money the bank will lend to them because the co-op board has a separate standard. So what we do as agents is get this information early in the process and add it to our marketing so prospective buyers and their agents are informed about the qualifications they'll have to meet to purchase a unit in your building. If they don't meet those qualifications, everyone doesn't have to collectively waste time going through a transaction that is doomed to not pass the board. Be sure to slam that like button if you like what you're hearing so far. Second thing, pricing too low. So if you try to sell your unit for too low, you accept an offer that's maybe well below market value, the co-op board will most likely stop it in its tracks and make you start over. They're not doing this out of spite for you. They're doing this to protect the value of the other units in the co-op community. Remember, if your unit sells in that complex, that's gonna directly impact the value of everyone else's unit. So it's important to get a sense of the price that they're looking for early on in the process to make sure that the offers match what the board will want or exceed it. This is a key thing to make the process go as smoothly as possible. Third thing your agent's gonna find out about are co-op taxes and co-op fees. Co-op taxes, what are we talking about? We're really talking about the NYC tax abatements that may be in place for your complex. So those abatements will temporarily lower the property taxes. However, it's important for a buyer to know when those abatements may end because that's going to be more money that they're spending every month at a certain point. It's also important for the buyer's bank to know that because they're going to have to crunch numbers on their end to make sure everything still works out in the event that the property taxes do indeed go up. Now, when it comes to co-op fees, I'm not talking about the monthly maintenance fee. I'm talking about things like maybe there's a special assessment HOA fee that we definitely want prospective buyers and their banks to know about. They got to crunch the numbers to make sure things will still work out for them. If there's other fees in place, maybe a separate fee for parking or for laundry, better to have it in the marketing early on, just so if people aren't interested, they know early on, and we don't have to go through a transaction where people might back out because of an extra $150, $200 a month. It has happened. So it's better to let people know early and we can filter out from the beginning. Fourth thing, flip tax. We definitely want to know this sooner rather than later so you can get a better sense of what your closing costs will be and ultimately your proceeds will be from the sale. If you want a free guide on how to sell your Bronx co-op or co-op in another area, you can download it using the link in the comments and description. Also, you're already in our co-op playlist, so you don't need to click anything else for the next video to come up. But if you do like this video, please be sure to slam that like button for us and you can share it with someone that could benefit from it. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.